So you're Brittany, the other powerhouse.
Yeah. Yep. I stole your name. No.
Didn't even know there was another one around until we kind of just accidentally ran on each other in front of each other in social media.
Yeah, you can put it that way. Put it that
Yeah.
way.
Who was more pissed that the powerhouse name was gone?
Wait, I wasn't even pissed because yours is like powerhouse physiques. So I was like, I'm actually just a powerlifter. So I'm
I
the
think I
OG
ran into your
powerhouse.
cousin once giving me a haircut, and she's like, "Oh, I think I might have my powerhouse shirt on." And she's like, "Oh, you must know my cousin Brittany." I was like, "No idea who you're talking about."
Or yeah, Raven from City Barbers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was
You're like,
fucking.
yeah, no, it's
That
my
was
name.
cool.
No.
All right. So what do we got? Why are you wanting it? We've got
Well, we're
GP
like
coming up.
7 weeks out, eh?
7 weeks out from GPC. That's the
Yeah.
first one. That's the first notch in the belt for the year.
Yeah, so we got GPC States, 7 weeks, and then I think the next one after that is Capo in May.
Capo MMA.
Yep, and then June the GPC National, Junior Nationals
And
in,
that's in
in
Adelaide, eh? So
yep,
it's
that's in Adelaide. And then what's next one after that? Pretty sure what do we say? August is
August
the
is
Aussie
national.
National. Yeah. So the comp calendar's looking full, but I think we've still got like the end of the year to fill out.
Yeah,
Depending
so
on the
pretty
races.
well. That'll be good to be able to jump in between Capo because pretty well they'll get you into your our deload from this GPC comp, then pretty well come into your testing range again for Capo. So
Pull our testing out at Capo State.
oh well, I mean, what have we've had so many years where we've just not been able to have any competitions really going.
Yeah, so this will be my first comp. What I had 2 years where I didn't compete at
Yep.
all. This is my first comp back since I'm pretty sure it's the 2020 Winter Cup I done in October.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so my numbers are like massively increased since then.
Yeah. So I mean,
Yeah,
that was one of the questions going to have. What have you changed from this prep for your others? I guess the big one's going to be weight cap.
yeah. So I've gone up a weight category.
You don't
So
have to worry about pulling down,
yeah, yeah.
bleeding.
I'm actually fueled and ready
Yeah.
to compete.
But I mean,
What
and
else
lifts are showing that.
Yeah, man. They're
Yeah.
big. What
Yeah.
are we like? What? I think we tested it like 10 weeks out.
Yep.
And the numbers even we pulled them were like,
Wasn't even working into testing. I think we were working on our two by twos, and then it just numbers fell real easy. That was the first time in wraps too, in comp wraps.
first time, yeah, in wraps, and then first time under a bar after training strongman. Remember I trained strongman
Yeah.
for like 2 months? Yeah.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
was
So
a
I hadn't even
good
touched
bit
the
of a
small bar.
yeah, good bit of a mental break though, getting into that strongman. Something different for you too.
Yeah, that was some weird strength though. Like I got like stupidly strong in like weird movement. That
Really,
was
really, really big CrossFit.
yeah. Like I think I held like the stones. That was cool.
Oh.
Yeah, that is
Height
impressive.
height restricted on that one though, hey?
Boy, yeah, being flat 5'1". Even when Dan from Southwest Strength set up the thing, I was like, bro, this is way too tall for me. Like I've got to go the smaller.
Oh man.
Yeah, nah. But
That
nah,
was a
so
good that was a good way to lead into it.
yeah. And then I was just like, yeah, let's do states. So hopefully, fingers crossed, nothing gets in the way. Well, I'm not gonna let anything get in the way this
Oh,
time.
see, there you go. That's athlete mentality.
Yeah. So knuckle them down. What are we sitting at now? Oh, Miles will tell you my numbers. What? So
Hold on. I'll bring up something for you.
I think because we're so far out, we can tell us what the last numbers were.
All right. Let me
Not
see
even
if I
what
can
were.
bring up. Can you see
Ooh.
that?
Yeah, that's my training plan, eh, for
So that's our
March.
training, what our plans were for our 195 on the mono.
Yeah.
And then we were doing testing for deads. Jude ran a test through last week, end of last week.
Yeah, done a smooth 160 there.
Did a smooth 160. I think I got even that 160 here somewhere.
Oh, on video.
The intro.
Yeah, the music though. My side hasn't come up. set things up now, 8 weeks out. When you go into comp, everything's the same. You don't
Yeah,
have to
that's
stress
exactly
about
how it is. And
Yeah.
that's like, and hence why we got that, and obviously doing our wraps at that point as well.
Yeah, man, mine is still stiff as. I've got to use them.
Go through them, or put them to the test again on Friday.
Yeah. Yeah, they hurt.
Yeah, they're for people that haven't felt equipped. Well, it's like they still classify like the wraps as like what do they call it? Wraps with what is it? Raw with wraps.
Yeah, so
So it's
raw
not
with
like wearing a full squat suit or anything like that, but the difference between raw, sleeved, training wraps and comp wraps is big differences.
man. I remember when I like trained in just sleeves and then you go to wraps. And then when you go back to sleeves, you're like, bro, these are so comfortable. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
nah.
it's like makes life so much easier being in the sleeves.
Yeah. And then when you go into like your proper comp wraps, man, they're like sandpaper on your like knees. They're
And just no give. You like stumble to the stage.
yeah. You're like what do I call it? The penguin walk where you like
That's
legs
it. The
just
penguin walk.
like wobble up. Yeah. Yeah, the walk. But yeah. Now we've changed a few things anyway. So my stance has widened out a fair bit.
Hmm.
And I did pull conventional for my deadlifts.
That's what I was going
My
to
first
say. So, what did you
so
used
now
to
we're
pull in deads when you're doing conventional?
conventional is 147.5,
Now you've gone to sumo, and
160.
yeah, 160
Yeah.
bank that pretty easy.
Yeah,
That's
and my sciatica doesn't play up.
that's the main reason behind it. I guess it's
Yeah.
from the sciatica.
Yeah, man. That stuff's rough. One point I couldn't even feel my right leg.
What were
Like
you
I couldn't
down
feel
then?
my
You were under 80s or something like that when that happened, though. When you
Yeah, I was cutting weight for the under 75s
yeah, oh shit,
and it twinged it. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, so that was rough. And then that took a year off from that.
yeah, and then at least being able to pull sumo has managed to get you to train around that.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like the deadlift's the only one that really impacts the sciatica. So like
Yeah,
being able to actually pull something and get 3 lifts up on the board is the main goal for
yeah,
safe. Yeah.
yeah, big one. And obviously, bench is just still yet to find a limit. Just keep throwing numbers and keep achieving. Like our training days just end up. I mean, shit, it was only what 3 4 weeks ago we were like, what were we hitting? I think we had 80 for two, and then elbow. We had a flare up with the elbows.
Yeah.
But you figured that one out.
Yeah, because the way I was moving my elbows out, they were just flaring too much. So fix that. And then what I did the other day, benched a hundy for a double.
Undy for a double. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
I
Just
think bench is my new favorite movement. No.
oh. And so you've also now starting to get a bit of an arch in your back too. That's come up a long way.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
posture.
It's yeah. So my trick is just to and I learned it from Amy Hapgood when I went up to one of her seminars in Perth. She called it the croissant. So you try and like really get on like your traps and scapulas and stuff. So then your lats are all open to use, which is it's handy.
It is
But
proven.
works. But
Mm.
yeah.
So what do you reckon? What would you put down as your best lift then?
Oh, my squat by far.
Squat by far.
Yeah. Well, I squatted.
Everyone's impressed.
Yeah.
We were down there doing it at Vamp, and everyone sees the
The bar.
all the plates on the bar, and then Brittany walks up. It's just like intimidation factor, emasculating.
Yeah, all the dudes are like, watch me. And I was like, oh, first time
Oh,
training in a commercial gym team. I'm like, oh shit.
yeah, it was a good day. It was good having both you and Alex here at the same time. Just kind of like it was enough
Yeah.
of a chill session, but it fed off each other's energy and that too.
Yeah, exactly. And I think comp will be the same with him. Like, because we got
Yeah,
that little together.
it will
He's
be.
he's good to have a laugh with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like both of you are very much in like that, where you can. It's like all good and giggles, and then you can just switch it off.
Yeah, you gotta have fun. That's
You've
what
got
I
to. That's what gets rid of all the nerves on the day too.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. On the day I'm pretty like I think about a week out is when I get more nervous than anything. And then
Yeah,
come the day I'm just like the adrenaline's
it's
hitting.
already here.
So
All the hard work's done. So it's here to prove it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then all you can think about is the post meal. No.
Yeah. All right. So what have you got planned for your post meal? Have you already got something lined up?
No. My go-to is sushi because that's like you never fail with a good sushi.
Yeah.
But I don't know because we'll be in Perth, so I'm thinking like pizza. I don't know. Mind you, though, I haven't had to cut mean this one, so I'm pretty well fed.
Pretty well.
Uh,
I think
yeah,
I think Emma will line up some pizza. Don't you worry about
yeah. She's the man.
that.
She's just my foodie, my best friend there. Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, what's that? What's that quote? Girls who eat.
Girls
Exactly.
will eat.
You got to fuel your body, and
Uh,
like the factor of like this day and age is women, especially young girls, are so hard on themselves with
oh
their
shit, yeah.
physique. Yeah, and that's where I'm like the polar opposite. I just embrace it. Like I look like a meatball, but man, I throw some weight around.
Yeah, no shit. It's funny because like that's where that social media talk is like good and bad because like you're in. So I've been Texas, been South Australia, been Queensland, been now in WA. Like probably would have never ever known like half of these. Like this is what now my second or third business page. So over here, but I mean like previous. I've had 15,000 followers when Instagram was first in. Like just as a personal thing, wouldn't have had a bar aside who half of them are.
Yeah,
No, they would have just seen us in the cage or running around with animal and then got it. Whereas like now you can actually get all that influence, get all those connections and be out there. But the other downside of it is like, oh man, fitness is the worst. Like you look at bodybuilding, everyone has abs all year.
yeah,
Powerlifting's like, man, it was like, I mean, you even look at strongman and powerlifting, like how big that it was. The old saying, "Mass moves mass."
yeah, yeah.
Everyone's
Exactly.
worried about like, I still gotta fit into that size 10. Like, or where your goals at?
Yeah, exactly. Your goals are either to fit in the clothing or it's to, smash the PBs. So
Yeah, it's exactly like it is. Like, I mean, you'll look at those ones that end up with the mature muscle, like the one we often talk about is Hunter Henderson. Like, man, she's been at that stage where she got bigger, she packed on that muscle, and then she's pulled down. And like now her body just works and functions that well. I mean, like you even got to look at little Steffi Conan.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Look at her. She's just a beast, man.
yeah.
Between her and Hunter Henderson, oh my God. Like that's like pinnacle of goals. And like to be honest, like they're the type of women that girls should be looking up to.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Because that's like they've done it and they've done it the right way. Like,
yeah. No, too true.
so I don't know. Just changing the game, Brady. I just want to put it out there,
Oh, it is.
teach young girls that lifting weights isn't a bad thing.
No, shit, no. It's like that. What do you often see that the meme go around is like lifting weights makes women look like men.
Yeah,
The other side of the coin, if that's the case, then men that don't lift look like women.
exactly. Exactly. And do you know what? It's so hard dating now because like as soon as I tell men what I lift, they're just like intimidated.
Yeah, no shit.
Bro, that's
Like, what's your first introduction as dating? Is like, if you can't squat as much as me, you're out.
that was my Tinder bio. It
So
was like,
you've literally gone from I want this age gap to this age gap. I want them to live in this area. They've got to be this height and this attractive. You've got to
oh,
squat more than me, and you're
there's just like there's no one. And my actual bio was if you can't spot my squat, then don't even
like,
like
that's gold.
yeah. And then you get the boys that do swipe out, and then when you tell them your squat, they're like, yeah, shit. And it's just automatic unmatched. You're like, bruh. But yeah,
Oh, that's
no.
gold.
Yeah, so that's why hence I'm still single. No.
Goals, mate, goals.
Yeah, exactly.
So, what do you reckon's been the hardest part so far for prep or prepping for this comp?
To be honest, nothing about like prep itself has been hard. I'll say when Amaya broke her leg, that was the hardest, trying to balance like mum duties and also trying to fit in training.
Yeah, because it
Um,
happened while she was on holiday still, wasn't it?
yeah, so she was a week or 2 weeks out
Oh,
from
just
going to
before.
school. Yeah. So
I
she
think
was
I was still in America. We were still in America when that happened.
yeah. So that was probably the hardest, was trying to balance like obviously her in a wheelchair and then trying to get to the gym and stuff to train.
Yeah.
And like even now, like she's still, the cast is off, but like it's a struggle, man.
Yeah.
But she's
Probably.
pretty cruisy. I've got the cruisiest kid. Like she'll sit for 2.5 hours while I train and like just cheer from the sideline. So
Hey, you know, we were talking about being a role model.
yeah.
Why don't you tell us what Amaya said she wants to be when she grows up?
Oh yeah, what did she say? I asked her the other day and I was like, yo, like, babe, what do you want to do when you're older? Do you want to be a doctor or a lawyer or something? She's like, nah, mum. I'm gonna throw some big weights around like you. I was like, yeah, see, like that right there is like, yes,
Yeah,
exactly. And like even like her herself, like I never criticize my body in front of her because like she's going to feed off that energy. So
yeah,
like she knows that I own it and I wear what I want to wear. So then when she grows up, she's going to kind of have the same mentality about her body.
yeah,
As long as you're fit and eating healthy, then
yeah.
man. But yeah, she's obviously been raised right. She wants to be a powerlifter at the age of 4.
That's insane.
It's funny too, because like she's up on the PB board in my gym. She's got a deadlift of like 10 kilos. Yeah.
Total, what's your total? 2 trucks, 3 dollies.
Yeah. Like she's got a little it's the curl bar and I just
Oh
load it
yeah,
up.
that's cool.
Yeah. And then if you see it out there, she's got like a broomstick handle and she'll do squats with it.
Oh really?
Yeah. And man, kids have some perfect squat form. She's like on par.
Balance better than ours.
Yeah. But yeah, so probably like hardest is being a young mum and trying to get shit done at the same time.
Well, hats off to you. I didn't have to. My little girl's 6 now, so I wasn't until my almost 30.
Yeah, damn. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm 22 with a
I was,
4-year-old.
oh shit, wrong year. 7. Yeah, so there you go. So
Yeah.
yeah, I managed to get all that hard stuff done and all the studying done and all that before then.
Yeah, see, I'm still at uni and on top of everything as well.
Yeah.
So
What are you studying in uni?
my bachelor's degree of exercise and sports science, and I'm going to specialize in strength and conditioning. So I want to train like athletes. I pretty much want to train like strength athletes when I
Yeah.
come out of it and just specialize in that field. Um, and pretty much just show and bring up, especially like young women in general, but young Aboriginal girls as well, because this sport isn't like it's not well, what do you call like broadcasted down here? Nobody
No,
really knows
exactly.
about it. So to make it more out there in like schools and things like that would be cool.
It's funny. So that's a big thing you notice here between Australia and America is like we had the NCAA, National Strength and Conditioning Association of America, and that's the big thing there. So it's like, as you know, like I've got my bachelor's in it as well. So there's always an aspect of when the gym actually, or moving weights, weight training comes into sports, like especially in off seasons, like football, lacrosse, hockey. It was never like went into the powerlifting side of things. It was always
Like just
it's an add-in, like that's your strength and conditioning to prime you for your movements, and that's it. And like obviously then it becomes a thing to put on more size. Like I played hockey for Australia for Southern Skies tournament for 2 years, captain Queensland for 3, and so I wasn't a big guy. And then I was in high school, and I was doing radios at the time, and I was actually with Mason Ryan and Brad Henry, two couple of big boys, and then that's how I met Nathan Jones. But the idea behind that was I needed to get more size because I was doing steer wrestling. So I needed to have more mass to be able to throw the steer down and do all that. So I started getting into the gym from there. And then the same sort of thing. Did that, strength training as an accessory to where I wanted to go. And then just all of a sudden realized I was pretty strong.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not as like in America, it's probably a lot more bigger than over here.
It is,
But
but like it's the strength and conditioning is like an aspect of your sport, of your fitness. Whereas over here,
yeah,
it's kind of like, yeah, you do that because you want to be a powerlifter, or you do that because you want to be CrossFit or bodybuilder. You know?
yeah, it should be like an accessory work, like an off season sort of.
Yeah.
But yeah, nah, it's definitely something, especially like rugby and all that sort of stuff. Like my little brother's 11 and he plays at the moment, and just getting him to like start getting into the gym, not lift stupidly heavy, but like get into the routine of like off season. You do strength training.
Yeah, it's funny because obviously I've got a few more years on me than most, but CrossFit was never a thing when I was growing up. But I tell you what, all the training we did for the league or we did for hockey, like the strength conditioning side of shit, it was probably CrossFit because it's all functional training.
Yeah.
The load, like, man, farmers carries, firemen walks, all these hits, snatches. But you don't realize
exactly.
it wasn't until someone put a name and marketed on it.
Yeah.
Like, this is like, I remember trying to explain it to my mum about what CrossFit is. I was like, those Olympic athletes that are doing track and field or swimming, I'm like, it's kind of the training that they do in the off season.
Yeah, it's like they're working on the fast twitch fibers and things like that. They can build to make themselves more powerful. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's interesting. Hey, CrossFit's cool. I want to give it a crack one day. Yeah.
And when we were talking calories in versus calories out when I was powerlifting, it was literally whole milk, Milo, and baby formula.
Baby formula.
Colostrum. Yeah.
Right.
Mind you, it was much cheaper then, but like in the way of protein, like 500 grams was near on $100. And I think Aussie Bodies was probably one of the only really ones that was easily to get around because there was no supplement stores back then. It was like had to be sold through a health store. And it was just like we had creatine was the thing, like that was around in Australia, and glutamine. So we were lucky enough in that aspect, but protein bars tasted terrible. Protein was unflavored.
No,
and like, baby formula, Milo, and whole milk, you're like, boom, there's 1,100 calories.
Bro, that's like half my calories right there.
No, it's not. That's like your calories on your yeah. I mean, but that's something else that we've changed though too, like going from just calories in, calories out to like, what do I have it down? I have it listed as like
it's just like in like pre-workout
it's like uncompromisable, or is that even a word? Uncompromised nutrition.
Yeah.
So your pre, intra, and post must be of this. Your other meals are calculated of remaining macros, and you can move that around as to where you've got the availability of for training in the morning, afternoon, whatever's going on.
Yeah, see, I prefer just getting told what to eat. It makes my life so much easier because I'm a foodie. So like if someone just lets me kind of pick my own shit, then I'll like waste my calories on one meal.
It's like the best thing and the worst thing is like the MyFitnessPal's app. Like it's good. Look, if someone has no idea and they just want to start getting healthier, great idea. Start controlling your eating habits and that. But when you start getting into athletes, it is the worst thing because it's not 100% accurate. It also depends on how it's prepared, how it's cooked. But like you'll be in there, you'll scan an item and it'll tell you how many carbs are in it. And you're like, I'm literally looking at the packet and that's not it.
Yeah, they don't match up. And then you got to figure out why the fuck it's not matching up. Yeah. See, I'm more like, thinking about food takes up too much of my day. So I just rather But even like my family, like, oh no, she's cutting again. Like, I'm like, oh, you ready for this, guys? Like, back to salads and my weird concoctions of sauces.
Oh, sauces save it. I'll tell you what.
Mustard, man.
Sriracha. It
sriracha.
is funny. When you start getting some bland ass meals, those things make the world of difference.
Yeah, exactly. They do, especially like the pre-workout meal I have. What is it? Just chicken rice.
Chicken rice, pineapple.
What is it? Pineapple?
Yeah.
And then I just add mustard and sriracha together on the rice. Yeah.
I used to always go like the mustard and the no sugar ketchup.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, it makes me feel like I'm having a hot dog. It's fucking chicken rice. But
did you see that there's a new one in I think it's Woolworths. It's called like No Nasties or something. It's got like 4 calories in it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, man.
Tell you what, man, I took a photo of like I think it's Stubbies in America or Arby's. Can't remember which one it is, but like they've got 6 different sources of no sugar. It's ridiculous.
America's just insane.
I tell you what though, like it's only those people that haven't yet got to travel. Like it can be the most obese place or it can be the healthiest place. There is just like, I mean, and we go to Texas, so like it's like, do you want bacon with your bacon on that? You know, like it's just Oh, caramel bacon.
Oh
Freaking
yeah, that's
milkshake.
right. Your milkshake, man.
But you can go that far in it, but your healthy options are things too, like what they offer health wise, even on their stone cooked breads and that sort of stuff. It's like
Do you know?
actually have no gluten. It won't interfere with your digestion or anything like that.
Do you know what though? The weirdest thing about America is like, because I've been there, but only to like LA and stuff. Your guys' bread is sweet.
Oh man,
What
it
the
is,
hell?
and that's honestly anyone that's going to go to America will really, really struggle with that. I mean,
Man, that
look
is
at Subway. It is crazy sweet. So not only like is the sugar content higher, but it's the sweeteners in it as well. Like mum and dad, they have a toast, a bread they buy for toast, and a bread they buy for sandwiches because like it is just too sweet. Over there, it's now Dave Killers. He's taken it really by storm because he does the bagels, he does
yeah,
the buns, and that's the same sort of thing. It's almost like our rye or our sourdough cooked in that aspect, but it's
yeah. See,
man,
that's
it's dense. You know, like if you have a sandwich of that, you're full as.
yeah. See, that was the one thing that spun me out when I went over there was the sweet fucking bread.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, that and oh, what was the other one? I was always ordering like when you say chips over there, they give you a packet of chips.
A packet of crisps. Yeah.
Bro, that took me ages to click onto that one. I was like, the fuck? Like
Uh-huh. So what was the last refeed we went on?
oh, that was Soul of Asia. That was
That was
sushi.
good.
See, you could tell sushi's my favorite. It was
Oh man,
sushi. That was
that was
good.
good. I housed down some food there. That
Yeah, that was yum.
was good.
I think next time I want to try that Biggie Burgers that you said. Yeah,
Yeah,
that shit was good.
that one will be on the list. How did
Yeah.
Maya go with the sushi?
Oh, mate, my kid, honestly, because obviously that's the like she comes with me everywhere, so she had to come. Bro, I've never seen a kid eat sushi like that before in my life. What the
She
hell?
was into it, man.
That she can clean up like a whole like that whole sushi roll. I was like, what the fuck? But like, and how she was eating it, she was like dangling it into her mouth. I was like,
Oh man, such foodies.
yeah, honest. That's yeah. And I think that's her one aspect. She's like, mum lifts and she gets to eat a lot. Like,
Yeah. Ah, see,
I
there you
kind of
go.
want to do what mum does. No. So yeah. And the
Brittany,
Baskin,
what drives you to powerlifting? Because the more I lift, the more I get to eat.
boy, to be honest, right? When I first signed up with Baleen, I wanted to do bodybuilding. Like I was like, hell yeah, I want to give this shit a fucking crack. Like that looks so sick. And then when she set me, I don't think she set me low as calories. And I was like, nah, I can't fucking do this. I'm not doing this. Nah, no way in hell. And then I come across Steffi Cohen and she was just like eating and like lifting heavy. And I was like, I'm gonna do that. Like I want to eat food and just lift weights. I don't want to be tiny as and starve myself. Man, nah, I'm a grump when I don't eat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fair
fully. Like, yeah, my poor family.
enough.
Yeah, no. So that was why I chose powerlifting because of food.
And you're doing a bit of coaching now. Obviously, get your bachelor's or your degree, and that'll ramp things up a lot. But you're doing a bit at the moment.
Yeah, so I still run like my business out in Halifax, and I have a private studio here on the side of my house, and I have a fair few clients that come through, and no, I didn't even advertise; they just kind of found me,
Just
which
word
is
of
cool.
mouth.
Um, and yeah, some of them are doing amazing, like definitely like further along in their journey and stuff. Um, but the goal is to finish my bachelor's and then start advertising more. But yeah, I
It'll be a good niche down here in Southwest, that's for sure. I mean,
yeah,
like I myself. I mean, you've sorry.
we've got the strongman, but we don't have a lot of like powerlifting side of things here.
Yeah. I mean, you yourself have seen like me. I don't advertise. I don't take on Gen Pop, but it's like I'm in that situation where I can be selective with who I take on. I mean, and most of the stuff is other coaches. It's more working alongside or collaborating with them. Um, but they just don't have, and not many places do. I guess kind of that broader knowledge and more specific to one set task.
Yeah, exactly. And like I don't want to work for a commercial place. Like, nah. I'd rather build something that I can pass down to my like to admire.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like build something that's going to actually make a change. Like commercial gyms are cool, like hats off to them, and they bring in money, but like I want to actually educate people.
Have something that's your own.
Yeah, and educate others so that at the end of the day, like they don't have to rely on me to continue their journey. They leave with the knowledge to like do it themselves.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
what I mean. Like you're at that point where you were doing your own nutrition for a while, doing your own programming. That like we're all at that point where we can, we can program everyone else into doing it. Like having that coach keeps you
just
accountable.
keeps you accountable. Yeah, like
And I am my own worst enemy. No matter how I go, I'll be like, maybe I should eat more, maybe I should eat less, maybe I should have lifted harder.
yeah.
And then you just get in your own head game where I'm like, just tell me what I need to do.
Yeah, exactly. You just need someone to just tell you. And when you're coaching, like you're already thinking about heaps of other people's crap. They're like the last thing you want to do is make up your
Think
own.
about your own.
Like,
Yeah.
Nah. So that's why I was like, yeah, no, I'm getting a coach because fuck that. No. Especially coming into like my first comp back, I was like, I need to be prepped because I don't like going into things without like proper prepping for it. Freaks me out a little bit.
Yeah.
Especially this sort of level of lifting.
Yeah, this is it. Like you said, this is states and going to go well in the states, going to go very well. And then that leads into junior nationals and then GPC nationals. And I mean, and that's only talking on the GPC level. That's not talking capo.
That's not capo or
UPL or anything. That's just one fed.
Yep. And then like the goal is like next year, just take it up to a whole nother level, really.
Yeah.
Because I'm still junior, so I'm still only 22. Yeah, I'm 22 up until junior nationals, and then I turn 23 in May. Yeah, well, we have that many different feds here now.
Oh man,
It's
good that it's growing. Like over east is ridiculous. Like you can just find another fed if you want.
Man, it's like nuts. He is like it's pretty quiet in Perth. Ruchi's is the biggest.
Yeah, Ruchi's. I don't really know in the way of like powerlifting. I don't think anyone's in comparable to where Ruchi's is. Like they're realistically running everything. I mean, like the equipment's top notch. Like
the facility's insane, and everyone's like, when you travel for national stuff, like you really miss Ruchi's because their standard is so high compared to everyone else's.
It's funny, like you'll wait till you get over east. Like it's the same because you've got so many feds in that. Valhalla strength is pretty bomb. And like you'll see a lot of their equipment floating around.
So that's where Lily Riley trains, Valhalla.
Yeah.
She's mean, bro. Like, and she's Aboriginal, so I'm like, hats off, man.
She is one strong mofo, hey.
Fuck yeah. For under, what is she, 75s at the moment? She come out of Ghost at under 75s.
Yeah.
She just squat today, 270, bro.
Jesus.
What the fuck?
Goals.
But see, that's the thing. Like, I'm only 22. Like, I have so much more to learn and to do.
I mean, like, you're literally you haven't worried about too big of a weight cap. And it's not like your weight's blown out of proportion or anything. Like, you've had all that time off.
Yeah.
Like, realistically, you're still getting cardio, and we've just pulled back on the intensity of the cardio just to save the knees.
Yeah.
But the workload you're getting into is like you're getting your primary movement, then you're getting all your accessories come through.
Yeah, it's kind of insane. When I look at my training blocks for the day, I'm like, fuck, that's some big weight. And then I'm like, but that's not as big as some people, but it's up.
But but if you want to track like so now you'll see a lot of people will log like total movements for the day.
Yeah.
Like, and like just in kg or pounds, yours would be right up there. Because like you think about it, you'll have your warm-up sets, which we don't incorporate.
Nah, we don't even.
You might have, and then we've usually got like something more technical based, like it'd be 70%, 75% of like what our working weight is, whether it be a tempo or a pause or.
Yeah, what did I box squat? Was like 160, 170 the other day.
Yeah, 160 box squat. Then you're like, oh, we'll do this and we'll go up.
Yeah, that moved like too smooth.
Yeah, that was good.
And I picked the tiniest little fucking box.
Yeah, it was like, I don't even know. I think I had like 24-inch box and you come out with like a 16 or something.
That was small.
That was a long way down.
Because I'm so short though, and my stance is so wide, like that's how low I've got to go.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Nah, I definitely am pushing a lot more weight than I used to. My warm-ups are my old 1 rep maxes, put it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really want that 200 squat.
Yeah.
Like I'm like getting on edge for that one.
Yeah.
That was like the ultimate goal when I first started, was to squat 200 kilos. And then after that, the next one is 250.
You know, like 200 is a breath away.
Yeah.
I mean, like our working weights are mathematically well over 200 for a single.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting up there. Definitely getting up there. Starting to look a bit more dense at the moment too. Yeah.
How much size do you put on your legs?
My quads. Oh man, they're that big to the point where someone was like, "Yo, Brittany, I will pay you to squash a watermelon with your legs." Like just a video of me squashing something with my thighs. I don't know. It's stupidly insane. Like to the point I can't wear jeans. They don't fit anymore. Like they fit around my waist, but like they cannot get over my thighs. And it's a pain in the ass. I wore a skirt, I think, to dinner the other night.
It
And
was.
it had it split up the side. And the split was like my leg was cutting circulations off. It is stupid.
Oh.
They have definitely gotten bigger. And like the quads have grown that much that my butt doesn't even look that big anymore.
No.
I know, but still. Big quads are like goals.
Quad
I
goals.
want quads like Hunter Henderson, bro.
Getting there, homie, getting there.
Yeah, that is some big old quads. Definitely overtaking you.
Yeah. Fucking shame.
Yeah, but no, you definitely pushing more weight, your physique changes a lot.
Yeah, a lot. Well, I mean,
Right.
obviously you're going with that wider stance and also doing sumo. The load on your quads.
Loving the food. Yeah. Even the shoulders. What did I do the other day? Oh, I think I was benching. And I was like, man, you're getting some fucking
That's
linebacker
right,
shit.
yeah. Yeah, that's right. I remember you sent me a meatball post.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what I call myself, meatball. That's when people go explain, like, on Tinder, there's this picture of me. It's like a professional one I got done. And man, I look like snatched. But like reality, I'm fluffy. Like I'm like a meatball. I'm a
Is that
5.
from that photo shoot that you girls did with, yeah?
In May? Yeah, that was the most feminine I've looked in a long time. Yeah, no, that was like right out of my comfort zone. But yeah, that was that photo shoot.
Sometimes that's what's exactly what you need.
Yeah, exactly. It's hard though because I want to say I'm very tomboyish. Like I'm not a real girly girl. Don't get my nails done, my hair and shit. Like look at me. I just kind of tied up and
get work done.
Yeah, that's my biggest concern, is just getting shit done.
Yeah.
Just want to reach.
None of that, just different goals.
Yeah, exactly. Just some big goals that I want to crush. So.
All right. So what do you reckon? Give yourself a plug. What's your IG?
Oh, what is it? It's shit. Let me double check.
At Brittany.
I change it all the time. It's what Brittany _ Powerhouse _ Linforth.
Linforth.
If you just search Powerhouse, it should be there.
If you just search Powerhouse, I'll come up and I'll put you in the right direction.
Oh, yeah. Maybe you can like put my fucking Instagram in your bio.
There you go.
Yeah, get people onto it.
All
right, wicked.
All right, so everyone needs to follow along, see the journey. I believe you're going to look at doing a couple series or short videos on days in the life, eating and training and things. Is that what you're planning?
Yes, we're going to start up a bit more TikTok and YouTubing and stuff because people are keen on seeing what I do, especially being a mum and powerlifting.
Yeah.
So they want to follow on the journey. So, yeah.
All right. We'll look forward to seeing that. That's for sure.
Yeah, wicked. All right. Well, it's good talking to you.
Always, mate.
See you, bro.
Catch you around.
Yeah. I said, what's up, y'all gonna step up, I'm the best as they come, call me blessed, I'm the one, spitting raps like the sun, fire blast down my tongue, staying forever young.